Yes, we can.
Thank you very much. Okay, so Bisola, over to you. Just let me know what to do. I'm here at your service. Thank you.
Please go to the next slide. So basically, this is our community. I said that earlier. It's a movement for women. Yes. So what is our mission? Are you on slideshow?
Yes, please.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, please. Can everyone see my slide?
Please confirm. You can engage in the chat box, please. Thank you. Thank you, Kim, for the confirmation. What is the mission of this movement? She finds her voice. We have a convener that has found her voice, and she has provided a platform for other women to thrive. And she says, well, our mission is to empower other women with the tools and resources and support they need to develop strong communication skills, advocate for themselves, and become influence leaders in their professional and entrepreneurial space. Next slide, please. Our next slide, Winifred.
Yes, please. That's our vision. Can you see it?
Yes, thank you. Our vision being simply to be powerful. In a world where women are confidently, where they can confidently use their voices to drive positive change and achieve their full potential. Just like our convener has been doing, she wants, like I said, I believe is that what Yoruba call, the heaven is enough for all the birds to fly without clashing. Apologies to the Yorubas, to the non-Yoruba speaking people here. I apologize, but I've tried to interpret that in English. So just saying that there's enough potential for women out there. How are you going to be impactful? And what she has come to do is what? To make sure that she handles other women, bring us all on board, and let everyone thrive. Every woman can thrive without colliding. We find out that, especially we women, we tend to just want to start clashing with ourselves when we see somebody thriving more than us, when we see somebody doing better than us. While we can collaborate, we can be partners and do greater things. So this community of women is saying that you need to speak up, even if your voice is going to shake. Speak up, make yourself known, be visible. And that's why we have this theme saying voice, visibility, and value. We are not noisemakers. We are not people that just want to show up because we can show up, but we want to add value to ourselves so that we can remove the self-doubt. We all have that imposter syndrome one way or the other. Some people have been able to overcome it. Some of us are still struggling with it. And we are saying that with this community that we have created, we are going to handle other women to become greater women in the society with great impact and success stories to be told. Next slide, Winifred. Okay. On that note, I would like to go to the objectives of our community. We can see that in the slide. Thank you. What are we set to do in this community? Skill development. Every one of us, we have skills in different things. Some of us, we have identified certain talents that we have decided to just kill because we don't have that confidence to push it. One of the objectives is that we are going to identify you and ensure that you develop your skills accordingly. Mentorship and networking. This is an avenue where you can meet a lot of women and get the right network. And you remember what they say about networking, that your network is your net worth. And you want to do that religiously so that you can have more impact. This awareness and advocacy. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, clearly, very clearly. Hi, Busol, are you there?
Oh, I was muted. Apologies. I didn't know I was muted.
Oh, okay.
So who am I? I am the moderator of today. I have been given this opportunity by Dr. Jam herself. This is me. I work in the financial space. I've been in the financial institution for the past 15 years. I've tried to also handle other young professionals coming up. I have some certifications and professional membership of WIMBIS. and Association of Professional Women Bankers. I always want to tell people that I'm a mom of 4 boys. It's a whole lot of tax, honestly. With the first being a 15-year-old, trust me, I'm not finding it easy, but we thank God that we are moving forward and we are making impact. Honestly, it's not been easy in the community of today, economy of today, global world of today, with internet and all that. They seem to know more than what we their parents know, but it's been a whole lot. But thank God we are doing it well and effectively. So hopefully this is where we can also network as women, share parenting ideas, and how we can also use that to improve the larger global community of leaders coming up. So right now we'll introduce our convener. Apologies, I keep mixing the words together. We all know Dr. Jam. If you are in the corporate world, in the HR space, emotional intelligence space, everybody knows Dr. Jumoke. Please, let's meet our convener. You can react. Thank you, Ida. You can react by clapping. Show of hands. Clap, clap. Please react. Please, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Gil. Thank you. Thank you, Aisha. I see you all. Can we go to the next? Look at that beautiful face. Dr. Jam herself. She's a power woman, and she's a wonderful woman that she wants everybody around her to win. That's the beauty of Dr. Jam. If you don't know her, I congratulate you, because now you know her. Being in this community, you are in the right community because you have the right woman to lead you and show you the way. Dr. Jam has 20 plus years leadership experience in HR, talent, career development, and emotional intelligence. That are KOB model. I am not the one to come and tell you people here. If you want to know about the KOB model, please follow Dr. Jam on all social media space and follow her weekly nuggets on career. She's our convener of SheFindsHerVoice. She's a co-convener of African Employer Summit. She has numerous, I don't want to talk too much, numerous recognitions and awards. Please, Nkem, can you please play the video to introduce our convener again? Thank you. Please sit back and enjoy this video introducing our convener before we start off with this. Thank you. You are muted. We can't hear. Please unmute. You have to start the video all over again, please. Thank you. Please sit back and enjoy this video introducing our conveners to the community.
There was a time I doubted my voice, not because I had nothing to say, but because I wasn't sure the world was ready to hear it. Still, I spoke, quietly at first, then boldly. I've always believed that work should be more than a paycheck. It should be purpose. And people should be heard, seen, and valued. That belief has shaped every room I have entered, every table I have sat at, every stage I have stood on. From the walls of Babcock University to Business School Netherlands, from consulting with C-suites to coaching fresh graduates, my voice became a bridge between talent and opportunity, between burnout and balance, between potential and fulfillment. I have spent nearly 2 decades championing emotional intelligence, building healthy workplaces, and helping professionals find clarity, courage, and confidence. And somewhere along the line, people started listening. They called me a thought leader, a top voice, one of Africa's most talented HR leaders, one of the 100 career women shaping the continent. Each recognition was humbling, but the real reward, seeing lives transformed. Speaking across Africa, mentoring talent, hosting summits, leading teams. I realized this voice wasn't just mine. It was given to create spaces for other voices too, especially women. Women who have been told to keep quiet and to be small and safe. And so She Finds Her Voice was born. A community, a movement for the woman ready to rise, speak, and lead. For the woman who knows it's time to stop shrinking and start showing up. I found my voice in boardrooms, conferences, and quiet moments of doubt. Now I build stages for women to do the same. Because when a woman finds her voice, she doesn't just change her story, she changes the world. Welcome to She Finds Her Voice.
Thank you. Please, can we react by clapping? Drop your emojis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is our convener, a power woman. She is a global leader. And she has said, this platform is for us all to thrive, and we are all going to thrive together as a community. What is that thing that has been in your mind? And you feel, oh, you are not good enough. You are going to get that confidence here. Have you been doubting yourself? Imposter syndrome. We are all guilty of it. Some people have overcome it. Some of us are still struggling with it. We still have that self-doubt all the time. But this is a community. Our convener has said that we are all going to lead confidently. We are all going to speak boldly. We are all going to thrive in our lives, in our businesses, in our marriages, in all aspects of life as women. We are all going to thrive because we are in this community of defined women. We are not women that are going to be in the back and say others should lead. We are going to lead and enjoy the limelight for good things. Thank you, thank you, thank you once again. So we'll move over to our icebreaker and to also engage participants. So if you are just joining us, we have only just done the introductory part of the webinar. Thank you and welcome. Good afternoon, wherever you are joining us from. Again, engage in the chat box where you heard about our community, how you heard about the webinar, and what part of the world you are joining us from. I am acknowledging the convener. She's here with us. They're also acknowledging our speaker all the way from Netherlands. When I tell you that we are global, I meant every word of it. We really are global. So sit back and relax. I will invite my colleague, a community member, Idogu Winifred, to take the icebreaker. Thank you.
Good morning, good afternoon, amazing women of She Finds Her Voice. Thank you so much, Busola. Thank you so much to our convener, Dr. Jam, and thank you so much for everyone and to our amazing speaker. We are so grateful to have everyone here today. So we're going to be diving straight to the icebreaker segment now. This is a segment for more like a get to know yourself segment. And so there's a barcode right on your screen. If you can see it, please confirm you can see the barcode. And please bring out your mobile phones and scan the barcode. It will take you straight to the icebreaker segment. Please confirm you can see my screen and then please get out your mobile phones. So you see straight. The link takes you straight to Slido. And on the app, are we together, please?
You can check the chat box for the link if you're unable to scan. Thank you.
Are we all on the icebreaker, please? So here we see, we just have 3 persons on it. Please confirm that you can scan the barcode. Hello, ladies.
Well, Asha, please mute your mic.
So I think the main essence of this exercise is to let us know which part of this you struggle with the most. We have voice, we have visibility, and then we have value. Please click on the particular one that you think is holding you back right now. So you have an option for voice, you have an option for visibility, and you have an option for value. Thank you so much. Okay, so I think a majority of persons are clicked on visibility. So it then means that I think we have 60% visibility, 20% voice, and 20% value. It then means that okay, 67% keeps rising. It keeps rising. It then means that a lot of persons already believe that they have a voice, and a lot of us also know the value. Okay, voice is coming back up. A lot of us know the value that we bring to our community, to our workplace, and to our society. So, and then the challenge. Okay, so value rising again. Okay, value rising. Okay, so we are at par, visibility and value, 38%, and then voice seems to be 25%. So I believe that Dr. Sorry, 1 minute. I believe that our moderator is on this one, visibility, value. We both have 38%, and then voice is 25%. So the women of She Finds Her Voice seem to have found their voice, to a large extent. But we, a lot of persons now are struggling with visibility and value. Thank you so much for being a part of this icebreaker. So this gives us perspective. Okay, so the next question now is, when was the last time you felt truly confident using your voice? So can we go ahead and answer that? When was the last time you felt truly confident using your voice? So we can answer that truthfully. Be true. The Bible verse that says, "To thyself be true." So we can answer that truthfully.
We can drop their comments in the chat box as well.
Yes,
if you're finding it hard to meet the icebreaker barcode or from the link, you can also drop that answer. When was the last time you felt truly confident using your voice? You can drop the answer in the chat box. We'll pick it up from there.
So we have so many answers here. In fact, I'm in the right community, and I'm in the midst of amazing women who are true to themselves. Because if you are not true to yourself, then I mean, what are we doing? So okay, so amazing responses. We have answers. Personally, I took a decision to make a change of job, and I moved from a seemingly toxic work environment to a place where I feel like I'm being heard. That's my personal story. Okay, somebody said this week during a workshop at the office, amazing. Oh, we have somebody who said high school, amazing. That was a long time ago, and I'm sure that you are in the right community now, and you are going to feel more confident to make more life-affecting decisions daily. Okay, so somebody said yesterday I anchored a get-together and I felt good. Amazing. Oh, somebody said I left my 9 to 5. These are all amazing responses. Oh, and another one said yesterday, amazing one, women, amazing one. So we're here to get better, to get more confident, and to learn how to use our voice better and the right way. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you.
This junction, I'll hand over back to our moderator. Thank you so much, everyone.
Wow, that was a nice session. Amazing. When we are in a community like this and we get to be honest with ourselves, the honest truth is that one way or the other, we have all found our voices. It might be in our little niche, just in our home, in our workspaces, but sometimes we want to shrink. We don't take ourselves out there to become visible. And we've forgotten that being visible is your brand. Then now, to be visible, what are you turning out? What are you turning? Are you turning out value, or you are just turning out content or bringing out yourself just because everybody in the social media space is bringing themselves out? So we are saying that while you are here, you are going to find your voice, be visible, effectively, efficiently, and add value 100,000% all the way. Are we excited? Are we excited? Thank you all for the responses. And on the response for the last time they found their voices, the one that struck me is the one that said, the person that said in high school. I'm very certain that person is not in the university now. The person is probably working, a career woman, but one way or the other, she has shrunk so much that she feels like she's not impactful, that she's not adding value. And we are saying you are in this community to bring out yourself. You will be visible. Your voice will stop shaking. You will become more coherent. You will become more confident in yourself, and you will add great value. So you're in the right community. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining on this note, because we are very time conscious. We want to get everybody back to their home and bed mode as soon as possible. I will dive into the next slide where we introduce our speaker. If you are here, I am saying it again. If you are here, you are in the right community. Please, can I see some reactions to that? You are really, really in the right community. Our speaker is not local. She is not local. Evidence day, like they say. You can complete it, but we don't do local. So once you are in this community, just know that your value has changed. You have upgraded. Can I hear I have upgraded? Can I see it in the chat box? Thank you, Janet. Thank you. Thank you for the reaction. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for supporting this. We appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who is Oyindamola Osi? Can you see the pretty face? Can you see the fine face? That is what our community is about. Every woman is unique. Our speaker, I'm very sorry for being too emotional and too, I'm so excited to be here. So you can see it and you can tell. Thank you, Oyindamola, once again. She's an award-winning AI business founder, a global leader, and an international speaker. She's the founder and CEO of Vamp AI. Vamp AI is an AI industry, an AI business, a tech business, and she has been a job creator, and she's known for what? The AI-powered hiring platform, basically on Tinder jobs. She's a revolutionary recruitment agent, and also unlocking global career opportunities for African professionals through smart technology. Again, I've said this, over a decade of experience across Europe, Middle East, and Africa. She has led multi-million-dollar workforce projects, and what is an expert in HR tech, AI, and the future of work. Everybody says AI. AI is going to take your job. No, AI is not going to take your job. AI is only going to take up people that the job of people that don't know how to use AI. And we have our speaker from that industry where she's going to say that you are going to have that global influence that she has. You are going to find your voice. Whatever level AI wants to get to, whatever way you need to use your voice, we have our speaker, Oyindamola Osi. All our recognition you can see on the slide, all our academic certifications also recognized. Again, she's a global leader. Thank you, Oyindamola, for accepting to do this, and we appreciate you for being on board with us. Over to you, Oyindamola. Thank you.
Thank you, Olubusola. That was a good introduction. Hello, amazing ladies. I'm trying to share my screen. Hi, amazing ladies. How are you today? Yes.
Please welcome our speaker with reactions. We are clapping
You're
for
very
you.
welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome.
It's a pleasure
You're
to be
welcome,
here. It's an
Oyindamola.
honor to be here. Thank you
It's a
so
pleasure
much.
to meet you, amazing ladies, as well. It's lovely to meet you. So I'm just going to quickly share my screen. I will put my slide on the big screen.
So
Okay.
so you can stop sharing. So Oyindamola slides can come up.
No. I think she's not. I'm not sure she's disturbing me sharing. So.
Okay, that's fine then.
Thank
you,
Oyindamola.
Not sharing anymore right now.
We will know now. We will know if she's disturbing me. No, I don't think she is. Honestly. I just wanted to do my second slide, to share from my second slide. Okay, so it's coming now. Window. So please confirm that you can see my slides. Yes, I think you can see it because I can see it myself. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. We can
And
post the slide. Yes. Thank you.
thank you very much. So thank you to you, Olugusala. Thank you to Dr. Jam for sharing our platform with me, for me to be able to share with you amazing ladies today. And thank you for all being here on a Saturday morning where you could be anywhere, but you've decided to spend your time with us. So let's jump right into our conversation. So I did a small flip. This is just for the purpose of sharing. So I started with value. So I did value, voice, and visibility, and I'll tell you why. Why I did that, and it was also very interesting to see the poll. I think that for me, that's like one of my highlights, to see what, so that we can speak to what exactly what's sort of the missing piece. So for this conversation, I'm always very honest. So I will be really very honest with you, share real life practical example, because again, and like what Olubusala said at the beginning, the sky is so big enough for everybody to fly, for everybody to be visible, to find their voice, to use their value. Like, we can all be doing different things, because again, the sky is so big. So I will share authentically, honestly, from things that I have done, that has worked, and that I believe can also work for you. And please feel free to ask any question in the comments, and at the end, I will just take it. So looking at the time now, so why did I start with value? I will sort of share that. So, but first of all, why does it matter? Like, why are we here? Why does having my voice matter? Why does having value? Why does having visibility? Why does it really matter? For me, those three things are they're deeply interconnected. And everybody knows, you've seen a lot of data. And earlier, to prepare for this, I was looking at the data from Harvard that truly says that women sometimes even perform better than men. Like, women, we have the value, because first of all, when there was a comparison between women and between girls and boys that stay in school, sometimes girls stay longer in school than boys. So we have that value. It sits with us. And it also shows, but the problem sometimes is how we finding that voice and really communicating that value, and then being able to showcase that value in terms of visibility. That's where we shrink ourselves. That's where we pull in, and for other various reasons. And this is not even specific to African women. Is really, but African women is even bad. But every other woman just sometimes feel like, no, I don't want to make noise. I don't want them to think. So we do that a lot. So I was reading that, and it's interesting to see that this is not particular to only African women, but we African women, we do it more. And there's a lot of reasons, and sometimes it goes into cultural background, and I'm really not going to, when they tell you to, close your mouth, shut up. And I will give you a practical example of myself at some point, but I just really wanted to lay this background to say, why does it matter? And women really always have value from day zero. The problem is how we articulate that was using our voice, and how we make ourselves visible. And that's why that value always remain under-recognized. And when people don't know your value, I always say, if I don't know what you do, you can't blame me for not bringing opportunity your way, and you can't blame me. For example, if Busala is not telling me now that she's in finance, I'm sorry, I can't know. Even we are in the WhatsApp community together, but if you don't tell me what you do, there's no way I can know what you do, and that's not of me. And that's all. And that reduces our opportunity for advancement, for a lot of things. And I know that that's why we are here, because we need to correct that, because everybody should be able to showcase the value that they have. We should be able to communicate it, and we should be very comfortable with being visible. So, and that's what I say, that sometimes women, and I'm just saying this very quickly for a woman that is there that might not feel like, what's my value? Do I really have value? Believe me, everybody, we have value. But for cultural reason, because at the beginning of my journey, I always, and I wrote an article one time, I'm still so shy to publish it, but I used it as a keynote speaking engagement in Ghana. I said that I used to feel like I have no talent, and I'm being serious. Like, the topic of the article was the talentless girl. I always feel like I had no talent, because, to be honest with you ladies, I don't like to cook, I don't bake, I don't do any of those girly things. I don't do domestic stuff. So growing up, people like, and I grew up in I sort of grew up in a family house. So my mom was cool. She doesn't talk me down, but every other person would say that I'll come. And even till when I got married, my auntie would say, they call, and I tell you what they call me Oyinda Alapaki. Because I don't do those things. I don't cook, I don't clean. I just felt like, and you know what I do? I sit with my uncles, I sit with my dad. At a very young age, I read newspapers. When I'm going to school, when I walk to school, I will stand in the newspaper stand. You know, I don't know if you guys, because I grew up in Ibadan, those stand, if you buy the paper, you pay, but if you read, it's free. I will stand, I will read newspaper. So I will sit with my dad, I will watch NTA, I will put my nose into politics, Abiola, blah, blah, blah. I knew all of that, but being in the kitchen doing other things, nope, those were not my gig. And they wouldn't call me because they wanted to condition me. They felt like my value should have been that. But it wasn't that. And again, I'm always very honest so I was not doing it and I was not pretending I liked it. So up until later, but those things were in me to say, do I really have value? I don't do this, I don't know how to do that. But thank God for God. And today is not the day to go into how I really did. So, but I had to work to really recognize that all of the things I like to do, there were a lot of values. And those are the things today that are. So today now, I was, last week I was still laughing. And I was like, I cannot believe that there was a time I thought that I had no talent. God, gosh, girl, I'm speaking to myself, you must really get it twisted. And I was saying that. So just wanted to say it to that person. You just need, and I sort of wrote something down to say it's a value game. And I will come to the next slide now to just say, I mean, while we're having this conversation, is so that we can, progress in our career, unlock opportunities that I know are there. I'm moving quickly. Like I said, it's a value game. And that's why I did that quick switch. Say, the foundation of everything is value. Life is an exchange of value. Nobody does anything for you because they like you, or because we are not in whatever employment you are today. You are not there because they just like you. No, you are there because there's a value that you're exchanging with that organization. There's a particular value that you bring to the table, and they feel like you're the badass at it. At today, either they are right, either you feel like they are right or wrong. That's another conversation. But that is what they feel. That's what they fit, and that's your value. So back to, like I said, everybody has value. And for me, that's the bedrock, that's the foundation. And again, to speak to quickly, and for me, the start of this journey, voice, value, visibility, what this SheFindsHerVoice is all about is we don't want to go out there and be an empty barrel and just make noise. You want to talk, and you want people to listen. You want to talk from a place of value. And we will only be able to do that, to give that much value, if you understand the knowledge that comes with value. And that's what I want to say. First thing, you must decide, what sort of value do I bring to the table? So that's like I want to give you guys the basis of the initial work that we must do. So what sort of value do I bring to the table? Because value is the foundation. Because without value, voice and visibility, they are empty. I'm sure you guys know some people online that will be like, what this person is saying is not correct. So like, you know better than them. But hey, I always say that the people get it. And if you guys are you can see, we are all in social media. You see that sometimes for some conferences, events, they are recycling faces. You're not going to blame them, because you have your value, but you have your voice, but you are not showing it. And I'll get to voice and visibility. Then you will complain with your group of friends. I do it on WhatsApp to say, can you imagine? It's the same person. Yeah, it's the same person, but you are not showcasing. And I just said this to someone yesterday, because someone was asking me, how did you get to know all of these conferences? One of my friends, I was saying that there are more conferences in the world than there are enough people to attend. Think about that for a minute. And then there are more speaking engagements in this world than there are enough speakers. Either you believe it or not, I'm telling you the truth. So back to the foundation, now value. But I believe that all of us here already sort of recognize where our value is in terms of the work we do, in terms of something outside work or whatever people are interested. You already kind of know your value. I see where the struggle is sometimes in the voice and in the visibility. So we're going to speak about that in more detail. So we spoke about value. So understanding your value, like I said, in case you're not aware, you need knowledge. you cannot if the same they say they will say that in the dictionary maybe hard work comes before reward or something. You are not going to be able to give value if you are not knowledgeable. You don't want, because people know when you are BSing them. People know when you're just you. People know when you're chatting shit. Sorry to use that, people know. So get knowledge and be also willing to solve hard problems, and then you'll be able to create impact. So let's quickly jump to voice, which is like what we are here. And like we said, women have value. We really have it. And now the problem is, how do I use my voice? How do I then get visibility? First of all, for you to be able to get visibility, you have to be comfortable and confident to use your voice. Now, let me bust your bubble, ladies. No one is going to do that for you. Nobody. People can guide, they can mentor, we can talk, we can have this webinar, but you have to decide by yourself to say, this is what I'm doing. Like it has to come, because you also want it to be authentic, to say, this is what I'm doing, this is what I want to do. And there is no shame in deciding, I want my voice to be heard. I have this value in finance, in people, in risk, in anything, in home, in raising godly children, whatever it is that you want to decide to say, I'm gonna use my voice. And that will really bring the power and the perspective, because authentic voice, when people know, or when they see, I mean, we spoke about Dr. Jam, is very, I know some people can be very good at faking stuff, but I think it's going to be very hard for you to fake stuff for 20 years. That's such a long time. You will have sort of crashed and crumbled. But it's because she recognized her value at some point in her journey, and she found her voice, and that spiraled into visibility. And another thing that I want to tell you, because I don't want to forget when we're talking about visibility, is that, believe me, people that are at the ends of these affairs, of webinars, of conferences, believe me, they are not as smart as you. People will deliberately go to the last webinar and they will email all of the speakers, oh, we're having something, and that's why sometimes it looks like they are recycling speakers. It's because everybody's looking for, everybody's looking for, okay, she spoke here, she must be good. So let's invite her over for this. Oh, and that's this. People see, once you start to build that credibility, I always tell people at the beginning, and I'll give you guys all the tea. At the beginning, I used to do a bit of hard work, put myself there, like sometimes reach out to people to say, oh, we are doing this, can I moderate this session? But these days, I don't even have the time. I don't even have the time to sleep, wait for the next one, let alone have the time to hustle around. So because you've done this at the beginning, it will then start to come to you. It's really like, it's a principle, it's a law of life. Like things will continue to layer up, and that's it. So now finding your voice. So question now, you have that value, but how do I then like sort of find my voice and use my voice? And like I said, number one is you decide today to say, from today, I want to start speaking about godly marriages. I want to start speaking about career in X. I want to start speaking about how, and I see a lot of gap. Like my business is in talent, like we do recruitment for organizations. And I can tell you from my data point, there's such a lot of gap. And I know that I posted it and I was speaking to some group of friends like, God, I need someone to pick this up, because I mean, I cannot do everything, but there's a gap at the early stage and there's a gap with girls. So, and this is based on what I've seen and the data, and I can share with you if whoever wants to take that up. We don't have enough girls at the early stage that are confident enough, that speaks well. They are, but they are not a lot. We have clients that are saying, for this quota, I want girls. And you will see the girls coming into the interview, same level with the boys, same CGP, whatever you have, and they are fumbling. Because I don't know, for whatever thing, maybe someone has told them, because you're a girl, just speak well, just speak. Like they are fumbling, like they're not speaking from a place of knowledge. And I can give you a good practical example. We were recruiting for an associate role. We have 3 solid boys, all entry level, nothing different. 3 solid boys. We were looking for girls because it was particular. you have to be worked in do internship in like maybe investment banking and things like that. And we were looking for girls. The girls I was particularly begging girls, apply. I'm thinking I'm already doing my NYC in this firm. I'm thinking maybe they will retain me, but try, like, the ones that tried, okay, even when they prepped them, they came to the interview to sort of, they just talk too much, boggle everything. Somebody can pick that up to say, I will be preparing young girls for the world of work. That's such a niche that they are smart too, but come and talk about your smartness. And that's the voice. Because you can see that even I believe a lot of us here are even at the middle or senior level. Even at the senior level, we are still saying, oh, I don't know how to find my voice. Imagine the girls that are at the entry level. Same graduating first class. You said you did MBA in the UK. How do you come to an interview and you're not showing the fire? You're saying, like nobody's going to come and hand anything to you. Even if you're a Nepo baby, at least I want to see that you want it. So that's something that somebody can take and sit with that and share. And I can tell you, your rooms will be full. Because this gap, personally, today we have maybe over 10,000 young people on our platform. I will promote that for you because I see it and it breaks my heart because the founder now has found a boy. Oh, but everybody, and that comes to what I'm saying, everybody's looking for that, even though she told me that she wanted a girl. But when she came to the interview, 3 boys, 3 girls, and the boys were beating the girl. Because because the boys are busy doing things, maybe doing online courses, doing things but they know that they don't have any experience. So they are doing internship remotely. I don't know what the girls are doing. Either they are on TikTok, they can tell me what they're doing with their time. Doing content that because they want to get quick money, no idea what they're doing. But clearly putting the same level of people, boys, girls, and that breaks my heart. But I want someone to take that. That's a clear way you can own that space, add your voice. Obviously, if you work in HR, you know all of these things. You can start to prep them and then please get them ready for the world of work. So that's one thing I want to share. So there are 1,000,001 ways that you can use your voice. So first you say, what's the value that I have? And I reckon that we've already kind of identified that. And if you've not, please take some of the things I say. So what's the value that I have? And then how can I use my voice for it? And how do I use my voice? That can be another question. The good thing is social media has made life so, so beautiful and so, so easy. I went to a conference 2-3 days ago and I was speaking to one of the high-level doctors that came from the Middle East. And she was like, and so high-level, talking about very in a space that is male-dominated. And one thing she said, and I always say that some of the things I'm telling you, obviously you've heard them before. And some of the things, one thing she said, girls, she was telling us, said, the game is that you have to build your brand to the fact that these companies, these big title webinars, these big title conferences will be coming to you. And it was like, these folks, they find me around everywhere. They have their conferences and I'm happy with them. I'm staying with them. So, but she said, but they found me because I speak about these things. Already, she is using her voice. And that's what I said to you. Like, nobody is going to come and say, oh yeah, come and, even if I know you're in finance, I'm not going to come and speak about it. You have to decide to say, what part of finance am I comfortable? Can I? And again, sometimes it's not also what you're comfortable with. It could be like you're comfortable speaking about, maybe everybody's speaking about what does people talk about now? Investment, personal finance. But you could decide to say, yeah, but a lot of people are already speaking about that. That can be about what other area can I speak about? I don't see people speaking about, nobody's speaking as much about retirement. Nobody's speaking as much about how to write a will. If you look at that, people in 40s, they are dying. And I'm not here to scare anybody. They are dying. Nobody's talking about will. I don't even know if they are organized. I won't say I know vaguely, but I don't see any company telling us how to do will, how you can really protect your assets, how you can. People feel like, no, that's the future problem. Nobody's saying for the average people, rich, super rich folks, they know how to do family offices, trust fund. Average, people that have, maybe I have one house here, one house. Nobody's telling me, how can I protect my assets from family? I don't really see anybody talking about it. Everybody's talking about investment stocks, which is nice, but somebody can decide, I can do a lot of research about it, and that will be my niche. I will speak about all of those. And another thing, another arc is there's nothing you want to talk about that those Americans that they are not already shouting about. So if you don't find people that are doing it in Nigeria, just go to US TikTok or US Instagram. You will find that they're already talking about it. And you can then take some, you can then decide to maybe look at what they're doing and use it as inspiration for yourself. But I'm just trying to say, there's such a lot of space that we can decide to say, this thing I know, this is how I'm going to use my voice. And come and see how, if you own that space, people are then start going. And if you own that, you start to use your voice, visibility will start to come. Some things you will not even chase. You will just be on your own and things will come. Things will just be coming to you. Checking my notes. Okay, so now we've spoken about owning your voice. Of course, we've said it, you speak up with confidence, and you can again tying it back, you will only be able to speak up with confidence if you are knowledgeable about what you are speaking about. When you're sharing, you will share insight and not just opinion. You will be able to share insight when you take time to do a little, and it doesn't even take you a lot of time. It could be in your commute. You will just take time to do a bit of research. Like I said, I know this topic, I can speak about it in my head, but coming here, I still did a bit of research yesterday to say, what's even, am I missing anything that is currently out there? Oh, what's that? I said, okay, there are still things that I know, but just to, again, make sure that I'm bringing you guys enough value for you to spend your morning, your afternoon with us. And another thing that men do that women don't do enough, and because you are here, I believe that you started to do it, is advocating for yourself. And there was something that I saw on Pastor Podge's Instagram, is it 2-3 days ago? And I sent it to my friend, that they said that your default, if you go alone, is I mean, I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember exactly what he said. But it meant if you go alone, your default result is failure. But if you go as a team, you are going to win. And what that means, I'm rephrasing, you can please go on it, but that really sort of resonated. I'm like, God, and I sent it to my friend because we were at the conference together. Because when I sent it to her, I was working that conference alone. But the moment I met her at that conference, something sparked in my brain. And it just looked like they eat me like this. And I just became like a beast. And I was just going, because at the beginning, I felt overwhelmed because it was a new space. But when I met her, she was like, God, you look good. It just felt that somebody banged my head, pam. And I just started speaking to people that on a normal day, they are so above my pay grade that if I was speaking to them in Nigeria, there will be 5 different layers before me and them. There will be the EA, technical assistant, PA, office. Before I can say hello, I won't be able to even say hello to them. But when I met, and that's why this kind of space is so sacred, and is really just thank you to Dr. Jam for deciding to really share this, because you will not know, even the high and mighty women, because I speak to these high and mighty women, they have themselves. If you follow Mr. Washika, she will tell you when she got the position at First Bank, her friends gathered, they formed a group, they were praying for her. When her friend got the ministerial appointment, they were praying for her, but they did it for her. They came together to say, you will not fail. So it was like, they think they are getting only you. I think she said that. But they think that they are only hiring only you for the minister. But all of us, they don't know that there's a backbone. You have people that everybody's bringing their knowledge to say, what are they saying about this policy? I know this. They're praying along. So this sort of gathering is so sacred. And I know that some people will be closer than another. I mean, it doesn't matter. But it's so sacred that people can share opportunity genuinely, interestingly, and it can be another thing that wants to hold you, but you can honestly come and share. Ladies, these people, I mean, groups of people will come and say they're about to die of black tax. What can they do? And people will really share honestly. Some people will come and say, oh, I'm like the breadwinner. I'm the one doing, as a woman, I'm the one doing everything, but I want to keep something for myself. What can I do? People will genuinely, and because we sometimes always feel like our problem is the biggest. When you hear other people's problem, you'll be like, I know there's no competition of problem, but you'll be like, so my problem is not this big. And people will genuinely come and share. So what do I want to say in this? So when you now advocate for one another, when you will come together like this, you don't know. Imagine 30 of us coming together and we're sharing who we know. There's always going to be times 100 of who only you know. So that's really the beauty of coming together like this, especially if you are ready to own your voice. 30 people coming together. Imagine And there's one thing that I want to say. We think like at the beginning, or we think we need a big platform. Of course, big platform exists, but at the beginning, people also are very, and that's what the Kasham is doing is so sacred, and I love it. People are also very guarded and conscious and very jealous of their access. And don't blame them. They've probably been banned, things have happened. They are so, but imagine 30 people on this platform. You guys, we all have the same purpose. You want to own your voice. And all of you decided, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Or maybe they can be like a table at the end of this, say, for example, Olubusola, finance, the interesting topic that I want to talk about. Imagine doing that across 30 people. And you guys have decided, okay, between now and December, we are all going to invite ourselves to IG Live. Who knows how to do Canva? Oh, I do. Okay. The flyer for the beginning doesn't even have to be beautiful. Like, it doesn't even, and you decide who is going to do flyer. And imagine 30 people. You are going to, if 30 people say, okay, every week, you even have more people now that you will have more people than you even have the platform, because you will already be able to max it. And by the time you do the IG Live with this person, the person comes to your own, you can recycle that between now to the end of 2026. And by the time you start to do the other people will see you. Same people, they've been seeing you, they will see you. They'll be like, so you know this topic, okay, then I will call you to come and talk on my platform as well. And that's it. And you start to open up. Then you take that live, you go on whatever platform you choose. It could be LinkedIn, it could be TikTok, it could be Twitter, it could even be, and again, social media is the easier, but that's not the only way. Some people are only their website, whatever you choose, because I know they are introvert, they are extrovert, whatever you choose, you put it on that platform, you're creating visibility for yourself, and it goes and it goes and it goes like that. And then the law of effect will continue to then compound and grow. Without you start, so we think, so starting is not as hard as you don't even have to be perfect. Believe me, at the beginning, I'm sure I don't even sound like this, but I was doing it. And like I said, you have to decide. So I decided 5 years ago that I was going, and I will give you guys, this is where I want to share practically, which I decided that I want to use my voice. I decided that I'm going to do it. And I'm not even interested in what other people are going to say, but this thing, I'm going to do it. I can't remember. My name on Instagram at that time was Onimix. It's my name. Onimix means Oinda. But I decided at that time that I'm going to use my name, Oinda Malaos. I changed my name on all the platforms. If you search me today on LinkedIn, because I just felt like if I want to be visible, if I want to use my voice, I don't want it to be hard for you to find me. If you hear me speak, if you put my name on Google, I want something universal. I want something unified. I want, if my name is on newspaper, it's not, because when someone is going to Google me, I don't want somebody to find only mix. They're wondering, is she the one? Is she not the one? Somebody finding Oinda. I changed my name across all social media. I put my name, Oinda Malaos, everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, because I don't like Facebook, I think I just put my last name on Facebook. Everywhere. The platform that I want to focus, LinkedIn, Instagram, I changed my name. I went to Facebook, I deleted all of my posts from school, whatever posts that I was talking about boyfriends, I deleted everything. Like that I would look at it and say, God, what was I thinking writing this? I deleted everything. Deleted support, removed anything that doesn't align with, because now I want to use my voice, and I know that that's going to bring me visibility. Anything that I don't want you to find that, so this was when she was in school. I don't want you to find that. I deleted everything. I left, and I just left things that I felt like, okay, they can be there. And I still audit myself. Sometimes I go back and I'm like, I forgot to do this. I'll remove it. So I did that. I changed everything, and I started speaking about I wanted to position myself at that time as someone that help people in their career. At that time, I was just talking. I believe that Africans can. I think that last time I was in Dubai, I was living in Dubai, and I just believe that, and my interest was in Africa. And I believe that Africans can. We have the value. We just need to be able to articulate it. We can be better. And I started speaking about that, and I removed everything, and that's my focus. And till today, that's part of the things. Other things, and when you start to build your visibility, other things will come your way. But and that's still part of the pillar of the things I talk about, because I really genuinely enjoy it. I love it. It interests me, and I can talk about it for days and days. And I started doing that, and then it keeps growing. I did that. I mean, at the beginning, and I'm not afraid to say that at the beginning, nobody gave me a platform. because people don't even know what I do for work. People did not know that I actually worked in a recruitment company that does recruitment in over 30 countries. And we have placed amazing people. People don't even know because, again, I don't blame them. I never speak about it. I probably come online to speak about I don't even know, whatever BS I come online to speak about. They maybe post my pictures. No, so people don't even, like, people will be talking about things that I know, but they will not look at me because then again, like, people will be in church, they will practically be looking for speakers and they will be talking around me. But nobody, and again, I thought that people, at that beginning, I also thought that people were supposed to ask me. Girl, sometimes you will be the one, if I know what I know, then sometimes I can say, but you know, I can speak about what you're talking about. And I raise my voice. Now I do that. But then I feel like they would think like I'm desperate. I'm hustling for it. I'm like, no. Nope. When I decided that this was what I was going to do, I'm confident, I'm comfortable to say that I fought for my visibility. I will be on last month. I think somebody, I don't know if they meant it as a compliment or they meant it as a gift. They were like, I see you everywhere on LinkedIn. You're like everywhere. Like, I open my LinkedIn like this is you. I said, I mean, I didn't know if she meant it as a compliment or she just telling me to say, maybe you should slow down. I don't know, I don't know the way she meant it, but I'm like, girl, anybody that's not comfortable and unfollow me. I said that because, I mean, anybody that's not comfortable seeing me can unfollow me. Like, I'm very happy with you to unfollow me. And in my mind, I'm like, I don't even feel like I'm doing enough. Like, I want to be talking about my business like my rent is due. And I don't even feel like I'm doing enough. And you are saying that you see me everywhere. Girl, you're not ready. So I said that to myself. But what I'm saying at the beginning, for that visibility, I carried myself, went on LinkedIn, start posting. And I don't just post and leave. I will look at people. At that time, I was in Dubai. And I will go to, and I was in HR. I will go and be looking for all the CHROs, all the big HR folks, and I will be commenting on their page. I had an alarm, and I'm telling you guys practically things I do. I don't do that anymore now because I can't be bothered. But then I had an alarm 15 minutes every day. I will be on LinkedIn, engaging, commenting, liking, just really doing things that to really, because this is what I want to be. I had a podcast. I was the one, and that time, again, things I know now, I don't know them then. And I don't want you guys to suffer the way I suffered. I'll tell you a lot more that you can do. I had a podcast. I have invited Dr. Jam on my podcast, I believe. I was the one doing my design. I was the one editing the podcast. Do you know what it takes to edit a podcast? But I really, really spent myself. I was editing podcast, but imagine you editing your podcast. I was putting the podcast on Anchor by myself. Believe I was doing a lot, but it paid off because from whatever way, the Times of India, I don't know how they found me. They came to me and said, "Oh, we found you. And they said, we want to bring you." I said, Times. I went to look at myself like, pop. I didn't know anybody there. They came to me and said, "How?" I went, but I didn't say no. I went, I researched, I researched on the topic, and they asked me, "What topic are you comfortable with?" I researched, I found it. They asked me, I published it. I'm like, again, sitting down myself, another company came to say, "Oh, we are doing an award. We see you. You are like a rising star leader. We want to nominate you as an award." I said, They nominated me. They did that. That was the first time I didn't know there was a jury that does award. They brought me in front of their panel. I said, what am I going to say? I said what I know. And I said, I went to, what do I, because I said, "Oh, have you been given an award before?" I remembered when I was in JCI, like just what I did, I went to carry my JCI awards. They've awarded me something from JCI. I went because they wanted to also be careful of their platform to be sure that they are right. So when they said the award, now it was time to vote. I was telling all the Nigerians in Dubai. And when it was the day for the award, they gave me. So what I'm trying to say is that if you start one, things kept building, because, and again, the world is so beautiful that you put everything online. People are deliberately searching. Maybe 6 months ago, somebody sent me an email. "Oh, you are one of the 100 career person that they found." I don't even talk career like that anymore. But the algorithm is still doing its work. Like, I don't even really talk career like I used to do anymore. Now I'm focusing on business and getting and looking for money. But the algorithm is still doing its work. I even forgot to post that. Like I'm telling you, opportunities have come. People have come. Oh, we want to shortlist 100 or 10, 20 talent, blah, 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 global. Sitting down on your own. All you just need to do is maybe click accept and they will give you a link. You share it amongst your people. Things are there. I mean, like I'm telling you, there are enough opportunity that more than there are people for it. And there are people really actively searching for this opportunity. So to quickly jump ahead because I'm conscious of time, to now say practically, now I want to quickly speak about visibility because I know that that is very important. So that's also very important. And yes, I've shared that how I honed my voice. So I started by myself, just to do a bit of recap. Nobody gave me a platform, no need. I created it by myself. LinkedIn, I was there, not only just sharing, engaging. Even me, sometimes when I go back to read my LinkedIn article, I am proud of things I wrote. Podcast, I don't even do that podcast anymore because then again, I realized that I was doing a lot. But when there was an opportunity, I was gunning for. When they asked me to bring that, I went to carry that podcast. And I had it, and it was an amazing body of work. And it really gave me, it sort of stretched the matrix of what I was looking for because it's my own. Even though I've done it maybe 3 years ago, it's my own. And I really slaved for that podcast. I brought so back to what I'm saying. So I created my platform, and I'm sure you already know this. Everybody wants to be associated with the success, but sometimes they don't want to be the first person. Nobody wants to be the first to give you, but once they see that is blooming, people now, well, I know her. So start. No, you don't have a platform, you have your LinkedIn, you have your social media. And I say to people, if you feel like there are some people that will make you feel shy, block them. Like just softly mute them so that you can feel confident. Maybe some friends, I feel like they'll be like, what's wrong with this one? Disassociate yourself with them. I can tell you, I can count by my hand the friends that I went to school with that I talked to today. Because the version of you that they know is not the version of you that is going forward. Remove them from your journey. Be very, and that's where men are different from us. You will see men will hurt their wives for their career, and they will not be apologetic. They will leave you at home with the children. They will take your bag and go for that conference. They will not care with the children eat, will they be fed, will they be, they will because, and it's not because they are wrong. It's not a wrong or right, but it's just the way they are wired that they will, they are hunters. Men are hunters. They want to go and hunt for that thing. They don't care the praise. So obviously we are women, we are nurtured differently, but you have to also look at things from if I want something, I will also, in my feminine way, I will also quietly go to it. You will go to it with your pride, but you will also go to it with your strategy, but you will not follow your own passion because again, and I know that is a bit controversial, your children or anything, but I'm not saying don't be self, but it could be like you having a help can be giving you extra 20 hours every week to be able to write if you want to write. And there's a lot of things that can help us if that's what you want to do. But I'm just saying, just making that comparison to say you also have to, because nobody's going to hand anything over to you. And you some people, things happen for them, like things fall on their laps. Like I always say if I'm comparing myself and my sister, she will be like, my sister is like a princess. She will be like that. Things will fall on her lap, but I know that I'm not wired like that. I have to really sort of like go after what I want. And that's also where it comes to thyself be true. That's what Olubusala said. You have to know yourself to say and follow patterns, because life is really life also follow principles and patterns. So when you look at the pattern of your life, you already know. If you pay attention, if you are really self-aware, and that's also one of the things that Dr. Jan preached in our emotional intelligence. If you are self-aware, you know what works for you, and it works. Because I have done it, myself, I have done it in like 3-4 different places and industry combined. I know that it works. If you follow what works for you, if you follow your own template, your own playbook, it works. So you have to then decide what is it, and you then go. So visibility, if visibility comes with you owning, say, and there's nothing wrong in saying, yes, I want my voice to be heard. I want to be visible. I want people to know that this is what I do. You share your wins. You find a way, you decide a platform. If it's one platform you are going to take, you take it and you share your wins. You start to create thought leaders. So, you position yourself, you start to create like content, like articles that go where you want to go. So you have to see that, and it doesn't have to be everywhere. You can decide. There's a lady that is my friend that I see her. She works 9 to 5, and I can see how she started sharing. Sometimes she will go up, she'll come and say, "Oh, sorry guys, I was tired. I know this thing is not really, I'm an introvert, but I want to share my knowledge." Now I see today now. She said, "Oh, go on my YouTube channel." I'm like, "Oh, I love that." Because it shows that she has now conquered the imposter syndrome, the fear of what are people going to say? Is my voice cocky? Now she has a YouTube channel. I'm like, girl, I love it. I think I'm doing good. I wanted to even send that message before this, but I saw it just before. Say, girl, I love everything about this. I'm just rooting for you. So what I'm trying to say is that you have to, and if you start by Instagram Live, slowly, people will come to help. You will see people that will say, "Oh, I can help you with YouTube." And now there's such a lot of tools that can help. And another hack that I want to tell you that no one will tell you, do you know a lot of all the people you see posting on LinkedIn? Because I'm sure you're wondering, she's doing 9 to 5. She has 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, whatever children. She has a husband. She's a church worker. How is she doing all of this? Some people realize that I cannot do this by myself. And they will then hire people to write their LinkedIn article for them in their voice. Like they will give them like a script, say, I want to be speaking about X, Y, Z. Give me, and I want to speak maybe twice a week. I want to give me articles twice a week. That's 8 articles in a month. That's not even a lot. That's 8 posts. Give me 8 at the beginning of every month. We will see the 8 posts. We will both correct it, blah, blah, blah. And you will be posting it while I'm doing whatever the hell I'm doing. So at the beginning, so if you are someone that I'm trying to really be honest with you guys to say, I know a lot of things. We are women. I know some people don't have as much flexibility as the others. Probably you are like the homemaker, you're this, and you're like someone that has 3 children. You're like, probably they are already teenagers. I want to monitor what they're doing on their phone. I want to see where they're going. Do I really have time to be posting on LinkedIn? So you can decide to say, you know what, I want to really, you've already identified your value, but I want my voice to be heard and I want to get visibility, right? So what do? You can get someone, intern, virtual assistant, so you can get someone to say, okay, this is what you'll be doing. Find someone smart. And another thing, you will know that if you find someone, if Olubusala is in finance, let's imagine Tolu Alasha is in finance as well. Both of you can decide to hire one VA and be sharing it. Decide what is your niche in finance, what is our niche, and that VA will be doing 8. You guys might pay her 150, 200, whatever K, and you're sharing that every month. That might reduce the burden of only you paying. I'm just trying to say there are a lot of ways that people are sharing that nobody will not necessarily come. Like, I'm not going to see Busola on the way and I'll be telling her this, because again, I can only share because there's this platform, there's this sort of avenue to really share. People are not going to tell you what they are doing to really sort of enhance their voice. And believe me, I always say that your 24 hours and my 24 hours, it's not also fair for me to say my 24 hours is the same thing as your 24 hours. It's not true. I don't have the same 24 hours. Because my 24 hours, my own 24 hours is probably backed up with my living nanny doing, I'm speaking to you guys now. Who is holding my children? Somebody is holding them. Like, I have 3 kids. Who is holding them? Somebody is holding them on a very beautiful Saturday. So our 24 hours might not be the same. Some people have driver, they have nanny, they have cook, so it's not fair to say, oh, our 24 hours is not the same. It's not the same. But you can take your own 24 hours and decide, what do I want to do? How can I get more from my 24 hours? So that's really why I'm saying people do different acts to decide this is it. And you can decide to say, you know what, I've got time. I'm just going to get an AI that I will have trained. I'll be putting, and I'm on my way to work. I have a driver. I'll just be posting. You can decide this, but what it is, you don't do it today, and you have to find the rhythm that is consistent. Because the game is not just to do it one day and flip your hair, go again in 3 weeks. So you have to, and that's where that consistency, finding your own rhythm. If it is 1 post a week, it's okay. In fact, if it is 1 post in 2 weeks, as far as it's consistent, and you then decide, okay, I'm going to, and I'm really giving. If I pick up my phone, I can show you guys on my notes. I will write who are the people I want to network with online, that I want to engage on their posts, and I'll be listing. I can list, oh, Dr. Jam, I have to like her post. Because people will be like, oh, I saw you like this person's post. It's because I have made a mental note. I'm going to like Dr. Jam post. I'm going to comment on this person. I'm going to share this person. I'm going to if you look at my social media, you see that I do a lot of share. I do that because first, I feel like if I know you and I cannot in my own way share your value to the world, what do I know you for? Like, if I cannot, and I always say that if I know someone and my network cannot benefit, what's your usefulness to me? You are useless to me, so you can as well get out. So I do that, and that's my own way of really like maybe giving back, or my own way of just being authentic. So I would say I'm going to engage this, and I will list those people. And I can tell you, do you know a lot of friends that I've gained from social media? Like, there's a girl that I heard that she didn't even invite some of our close friends to our wedding, and she was telling me, "Oh, India, if you were in Nigeria, I would have loved for you to attend my wedding." I'm like, "Oh," and she was like, "No, because we really talk in the DM. We are like friends, but we are not really like friends, but we are just like, bro." I really sort of, and she's part of my list. People that I will comment on her post, I will engage, and she felt like, I feel so close to you. And some of you ladies, there are some people that you will network with that you will actually buy them a gift. I think I've done that before. There was someone I wanted to be close to, and I saw that it was a big day. And I was living in Dubai. How much is a huge perfume? You know, all those oil was close to nothing. And I just said, I saw somebody coming to Nigeria. I sent you something. And she was like, oh my God. Since that day, if I cough, that person is going to laugh. And it's just, and I just did it because I was like, okay, I was in a shop and people were going to Lagos and I saw that it was a birthday. And I didn't know that was like maybe a love language. And I'm just trying to say there are different ways that you are going to lean on, because it's okay, you will do this visibility yourself, but sometimes you will lean on other people's already built network, and there are different ways that you can get access to them. Some will be by liking, by commenting, and some will be by really just buying them something, or they are doing something like you want to be close with Dr. Jam. She's doing this thing. You didn't go to meet her. Dr. Jam, I hear they are doing this. Do you need like a moderator? Do you need somebody to put your slides together? I can do that for you. She will not forget now. Oh man, next day come and say, oh, Dr. Jam, I saw that Women Bank posted a job. My sister wants to apply you. Let her know. Come and say, oh, really? Okay, let me see what I can do, because again, you did something very cool for her. People, and this is in Dr. Jam's voice, people make things happen for people. And that's on period. People want to work with people that they like, that they know. Like people that they're people, because people in their network. I always say that if today you see that I have a company, we are in the network, we know ourselves, one of your kids want to do internship, will come and meet you. My this want to intern, is there a space? If I know you, why will I say no? Or you can see someone that I'm just trying to say it is in your network. Like your network is really your network. It's so true. So, and another thing I want to add to finish, there was something else I wanted to yes, quickly. And also when you're being visible. So one thing that I wrote is your brand, and the second thing is your network. And the third thing that I want to say, you also have to play the long game. Because you're connected with someone today, doesn't mean you have to ask them for a favor tomorrow or the next day. You have to be comfortable to play the long game. And I tell some of my friends when I'll tell them, because I have a group of friends, we put ourselves on WhatsApp and on Instagram, and I'll tell them, this is a new person that I'm networking with. And sometimes I can say it 2 years ago, and I say, I can say this is the new person I'm networking with. She doesn't know it yet, but me and I are going to be so cool. Then when they see it, you said, yes, I said it 2 years ago, because I'm not in a hurry. We are on this game for such a long time. I'm not saying this, you this girl, you said it, and they will be like, you know how to do this. They said, because I'm not in a hurry. I'm not hurrying. There are some relationships that they will be so long term. You will be there watching the ground, doing your thing. You are not asking them for anything. You are just commenting. You are laughing at them. They are doing events, saying, "Oh, if I'm around, I will go." You are even the one bringing them flowers. You're not asking for anything. The one time, and I always say to people, don't waste your social capital. Don't ask people that you can ask for a house. Don't ask them for a pot of flower. It's a waste of your time. So that's the visibility thing. Don't waste your slot, because some people will only do one thing for you one time. So don't waste your slot. Don't wait. The day you will need them for one big thing, you just go and meet them, pam, and it will just be like click. Don't wait. Don't ask people for peanuts when they can give you a whole factory. Wait and be watching the relationship slowly, nice. So it's real, because you are so authentic. You're not asking, you are doing your thing, and and they will be in different. Some Some they're like operational network. You are not, some people, and again, you know, all of this thing, not they don't have to be your friend. Like some are acquaintances, and you have to be able to define those boxes and be good. These ones, they're for my acquaintance, they're my acquaintance. This one, okay, we could be friends. This one, they are just operational. I know I don't need anything. And this one, they are this. So you have to be able to box people like that. And there's no problem. You have a note, you box them, and that's fine. So finally, what I want to say, we're talking about network. So in your visibility, I also just want to touch, I know there's no time, I want to end. I want to talk about brand, because you have to decide. You would, and I want you ladies to please be paying attention. Like we're on social media. When you see people, look at them from not what they are, from not just the surface. Look at the message behind their brand. Because for you to want to be visible, of course, now let's imagine you've owned your voice, now you want to build your visibility. Branding is also part of it. So you have to look at people from that place. So you have to, and then you have to decide, in terms of my brand, even physical appearance, how do I want to be? Some of you, we need to change your slowly. Again, different people are different things. Some of you, we need to define what's your style. Some of you, we need to define what's your sort of hairstyle that you want to be staying with. Some of you, we need to define what sort of image. Some of you, we need to go and change your name from Oyindamola, Sexy Oyindamola 01. I mean, you have to, I believe that nobody has that kind of name, but what I'm saying, some of you will have to maybe do a bit of refine. Some of you will have to delete some old picture where you were maybe at a party serving food, if that's somewhere you're going. Some of you will have to define where am I. Some of you will have to decide. I've seen there's a girl, she's a PR girl. And since when I've been following that girl has one hairstyle. One. I can imagine how very boxy that is, but I know it's because of our brand. I know for sure it's because of our brand. And I do the same. When I go for all these conferences, I have a braided golden wig that I use. I've decided that this is going to, because I want you to see me today with that. I want you to keep seeing me. The day next time you see me, you're going to see me with that hair. So you can know, oh, the girl with the golden braid. I want you to see me dressing so well that when you see me, so when I come to talk to you, you don't have any reason but to wait. So you have to decide what is, and remember that all of these things, they don't have to be expensive. You just have to define. And it comes to what sort of body shape do I have? What fit my body? You know, you don't want to do something that is, I mean, this is not the class for that. I'm sure maybe you can have like a personal styling class. What I'm trying to say is that you have to look at all of those, especially if you are that space of, if you already identify your value and you're in the space of voice and visibility, everything matters. And go and look at the people that you love. Go and everybody shout to Piolusola. Why do you people like her? You have to ask yourself, why do I like this lady? Why? It's because some of these, because when she comes, why I can tell you, is because I always say jokingly, I say, I feel like I'm part of our board of directors, because she come online to come and give me her numbers. So she's telling me that you people are not only seeing me, I'm doing well in terms of my work, the work that I am. I always say, I feel like I'm part of our board member, because she come and tell me, this quarter, we've done this. I said, go girl, I like it. So people that you like, and everything is on different lay. I can tell you some of the people that you guys like, they have personal stylists and things like that. So, but is on different level. You start like this. Imagine me telling you that I was editing podcasts by myself. If anybody bring a podcast to me now, I can stone them. So what about at that stage? That was what I needed to do for my brand, and I did it with everything. So as you grow, as you get visibility, maybe you're now getting money from your speaking engagement. You can decide to say, hey, you fashion designer, tell me what are colors that suit me. If I tell you what people do, you guys will be like, people go as far as getting consultants to tell them the hair texture, hair colors that suit their skin. It's sort of, it goes way crazily deep. But don't let us go there. Let's stay where we are. Like, start where you are and you will grow. So what I'm saying is, you start and it will grow. The game for visibility is so long that, but if you are in it for it, you will keep growing layer by layer, phase by phase. But the ending it with the bad thing is not doing anything at all. Like they say, it is who no start then you lose. Like, you not doing nothing is what is bad. Like, that's so. To finish now, I just really want to say, I created this BUB framework to say, just to summarize everything: build your value, use your voice, And for the love of God, please be visible. Whatever that means for you at this phase that you are, please find it and don't leave it. So thank you very much, ladies. Happy to take your questions if you have any. Looks like we really ran over time. Sorry. Over to you, Olubuwa.
Thank you so much, Oyi. Thank you for that powerful keynote. Yes, you overran your time, but then it was worth it. I've been trying to pay attention to say time off. You weren't just looking anywhere else. You weren't looking anywhere else. I'm like, okay, let me not just distract this. Thank you so much. Honestly, we are so blessed to have you here. It was really an insightful one. You used exactly an hour, you know. So you've been on the you've been on the call since 12:30, I think, or 12:25. Honestly, but it was really worth it. Honestly, please, participants, in the comments and the chat box.
Sorry.
Appreciate. Yeah. Drop your questions while I review.
Aisha has a hand up. Yes,
I like that. Even though the theme was voice, visibility, and value, and then you brought value to the front, and it meant a whole lot because it made it have more impact. Because honestly, you don't want to bring out your voice or be visible when you don't know the value you are churning out. Yeah. And I like the angle you took it. We didn't even think of that at the point of thinking about this thing, that it was value first. But obviously, it still matters to you that value first and then voice and visibility. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let me do a quick recap. Yes, you said value. How do you use your voice to give value? That's a question for all of us right here in this webinar. What value are we churning out? What value are we churning out? Are we ready to just be part of the pack that just churns out content, or we want to give an exact value? And you clarify that by saying you should have a niche. The sky, like we said, is so wide enough for everyone that you can find a niche. Even if it's a niche that seems concentrated, you will still find your own what's it called? Your own community. You still find your own spectators. You still find your own audience that would key into it and they would gain value from what you are able to churn out. And also, you said we should speak, when you're talking about voice, you said you should speak with confidence. Speaking with confidence, and also, you don't just speak, you share insights, you share opinions, and also advocate for others while you are at it, when you are trying to be visible. Don't just talk about yourself. And I like that a whole lot of time, you kept on referring to so many people that you followed on Instagram, how you went about it, how you just take note of who you are going to follow, how you are going to like. And it just speaks to the fact that this community of women, we are here to celebrate ourselves. It wasn't just about you, it was about other successful leaders in the community that you have seen and you're trying to share, and also telling us that we should learn from all of this and share. And there's no need trying to be like somebody. You can admire someone for who they are, really, but you know that you are unique in your own way. Just bring out your content. You know, it brings me, there was a time I went for a webinar where it was a physical one, and Sarah Feladrotwe was there, and she said that while you are shrinking, you will see people bloom before your eyes. They start something, you are still in your corner, self-doubting yourself, trying to break down why you shouldn't start. But you see them, even where they are starting. You don't have to start perfect. And you see them blooming. Things change, environment changes, even the voice changes, the value changes as they go. But they have started. It's when you don't start that you won't be able to perfect it. Just start first and let perfection comes along the way. So I hope we all take that as the feedback here, that just put that thing out. Put that thing out, and over time you see that you start blooming, and you bloom into what you yourself don't expect you to bloom into. Just like the way you started, you wouldn't have thought that you are not the person that they chase you around with awards, they chase you around with speaking content, speaking engagements and all that. But there was a time that you felt you didn't have that talent to be on those platforms. So for every one of us here, I'm charging us. Let's take this back. And then on the final note, you talk about branding as well. On the visibility, I mentioned that earlier. Well, some of us are non-Nepo babies, though. we don't have all that advantage, but we are making sure that the Lapo babies that we have, we must make sure that we move to the Nepo side of life. So we are going to get there. So please, drop your comment. Drop your comment.
Aisha raised up her hand. She didn't.
Oh, really? Okay, I will do that now. Then your buildable framework, build your voice, use your voice, and what the. But yes. So thank you again, Oyindamola. I'll go through the chat room and check for comments and so on. But Oyindamola, rather Aisha, please unmute and ask your question if you would rather ask in person. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yeah,
yes,
we hear you.
So good afternoon, Mr. Indamola. Thank you so much for this wonderful webinar. I don't think that even be much better than this. You've done justice to everything, and I am so glad I am part of this. So my question is not really, well, it's a question, but it needs a level of explanation, so I'll just go into it. So in a situation whereby you decide to like give yourself this disability right from time, I'm still a student, I'm a student in Unilag. So when I started, or when I was in secondary school, I have this academic excellence of, okay, I'm always selected just because of the academic excellence alone, not because maybe I am confident, or even as the head girl, I don't really speak on the assembly ground. I don't do things like that because I'm not confident enough in myself, but the academic excellence is there. So I had the opportunity to be mentored. In fact, Dr. Jam, I've had the opportunity to actually be indirectly mentored by Dr. Jam before at SMAL. Now, some of the things that she mentioned, which is self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. So those things, I held on to it to the point that it took me, when I entered Unilag, I made the decision that, okay, I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to try as much as possible to be visible and all. So now in my department, I have that visibility. Like, everybody comes to me because I am always eager to help. Any project, any departmental events, I'm always there to render this support. So last session, there's this political role. So I decided to go for the faculty role. And I had the support of my friends, but in the long run, the only thing they had against me was that you are a female, and the person I was competing against is a guy. It was a lot of issue for me because I was so upset. Like, in fact, my emotional intelligence almost failed me because I was just so angry. Like, I have evidence. I could prove everything that I've been doing in my department and everything for you guys. But the only thing that they were actively saying during my manifesto is that a woman cannot lead us. A woman cannot lead us. That's the only thing I was hearing from them. And that alone, I had my friends sharing me off. Just few of my friends, they were sharing me off and all. But the most annoying part, or the saddest part for me, is the fact that 2 people were actively campaigning against me, and 2 of them are my classmates, and they are female. They are actively telling me that as a girl, you shouldn't come out for this show. A guy should be there. A guy should be women just like me telling me something like that. That alone is something that actually broke me. So how can I actually, even the men saying something like a woman cannot lead us did not hurt me as much as a female telling me something like that. So, and it's a very big issue for me that I even had to go and confront the lady and say, you can't continue to do something like this. Whether she listened to me or not but that is something that is a great concern. And this kind of community is actually a big step to shaping this kind of mindset that other women have. So that's my issue, or that's the point I want to raise. Like, what can we actually do? How can I change the perspective? And again, now I'm not holding the position because I lost the election, obviously, even though my manifesto was perfect and even better than the guy. I lost the election simply because he is a guy. Now I'm still getting calls. I'm not holding the title, but I'm still getting calls that, okay, please come and help us and still be a part of this community and contribute actively to whatever projects you are doing.
Okay. 2 ways you could have done it. Politics is so like this. I mean, so I'm sad that you had to experience that. So 2 ways, 2 things. One, Are you in your 300 or your 400? I want to know if you have another chance at a rerun.
Yes, ma. I'm in 300. I have another chance to run next session.
You have another chance to run next session. Okay. So you have to play the game. So what they're doing is they're being political with you. So sad that you can't control the other ladies that decide to say, okay, female lead. What I will have done in that, what you should have sometimes done, so you allow you're young, you should be angry. So I will probably be angry as well. But what you should have done, they say when they go low, we go high. What you should have done at that level is you should have found a voice that is higher than both your voice and you should have found, like, there's a female. Do you have a female lecturer, a female head of unit? Even if the person is in, I don't know, let's imagine you're in engineering. If the female, either a female lecturer or a female head of faculty, if the person is in engineering, you will have find an ally to come and back you up. Doing like a campaign and bringing that person to come and work with you, say, oh, okay, I'll give, just endorsing you, because it's politics. Either it is class rep, or either it is president. Politics is politics. So you find that person sort of endorse you, that will have, because you were fighting a battle and they were saying you're a woman and you didn't have anything to say yes at all. So if you have found that person to sort of really, okay, lecturers are not allowed to intervene. Do we then go and find other students in other departments? Because there are a lot of other, you go to the female hostels. Do we go and mobilize girls for yourself? You have to then think about, what is my own advantage? Everybody has an advantage. Okay, there are guys and they're saying, okay, but ladies cannot rule us. But you will find what is my own uniqueness. And another thing that you will have done, and I know that you won't want it, but you should have actually, because you know this stuff, you should have said, can you be the deputy of the person? Because right about now, you're doing the work of the deputy anyways. You will have deputized the person. If you did that, and you will have it to say, okay, if I do this, for the next election, I will be the president. You will have gone to do that negotiation. You could do that now. Everybody's calling you to come and do. You say, no, I'm not doing it. If you want me to do it, what's in it for me? Because that's the thing. You are feeling like, you ask you, because you are a politician. What's in it for me? You want me to help. Why? What are you going to give to me? Then they'll tell you, oh, we know the next one. What are you going to give to me? Am I going to be the president? Can I be that next one? Yes, Dr. Jan wants to speak to that. So yeah, that's what I will have done. I will have negotiated that.
Please clap for Dr. Jam before we hear a voice. Dr. Jam, we're reserving your special chat for something else. I know you want to react to that.
Okay, Dr. Jam, go ahead. Yes. Please.
Thank you.
Come.
Thank you so much. Orinda, really, you have, I don't know, what am I supposed to say? I knew that you were going to kill it. I had written on my status a few days ago that Orinda was going to drop gems. So when they gave me the topic and said this is what we needed to address this month, I said, you know what, I know someone who can do this. And I want to say a very big thank you. I was going to respond to Aisha's question, but let me quickly say my closing remark. I've been in transit since this session started. So, and I'm still in transit. But I just wanted to say a very big thank you to everybody who has made this happen. Orinda had a trip planned. I don't know if she's still going, know, but
I came back already. I came back yesterday.
Fantastic. You see? So we had to walk around that schedule. So the reason I'm saying this is getting people to come and talk to us like this. It's not as easy as people think. Busola, who is moderating today, has a wedding today. You see how she's all glammed up. She's there. She's just waiting to finish this session to go for the wedding. So people are giving up stuff so that we can get value, and I think we should appreciate them. So please thank Orinda for making sure that she came through for us, and appreciate Busola. And for everybody within the She Finds Her Voice core team that have made this happen, working on the flyers, all the things you guys did, well done. I don't take it for granted. It takes a lot to put all these things together. Aisha, I think for me, when I heard you, I thought that, see, you have to start to develop a thick skin. In life, you win some and you lose some. When you talked about ladies telling you that you should not run, see, you will come into the world of work and you will meet a line manager that will be a female that is responsible for your growth in an organization, and they will not send you. Sure, they'll be the ones pulling you down. How about that? My darling, start to grow a thick skin. You win and have it at the back of your mind. If it is my own, I will get it. If it is not, it will pass me by, and that's it. So I'm not saying don't fight. I'm not saying don't push. I'm not saying don't go for what you want, but also be able to make peace. I'm at a level in my career now that even before now, when I take interviews and I'm not hired, I tell people now, Amoye regret emails. That means I'm not the one that will come and add this value to your organization, and that's okay. It doesn't reduce the talent that I have. Talent, they're all loud. I'm sorry, not Yoruba speakers. You get the talent is there. I know who I am. I know whose I am. I know the value that I can bring. So if you don't hire me, it's your loss. So you are campaigning, you are shouting on the rooftop, you are doing manifesto. They say they don't want you. Come miss out on the talent, Abby. Go and use your energy for another thing. You can go again next year, but don't let that face you won't beat. Please. As long as you came, and that's, I believe in coming with clean hands. The time you come to equity, come with clean hands. Olinda talked about you lobbying people. Yes, in the US, people lobby. Again, what rapport do you also have with the men? So the boys are saying a woman cannot lead us. Have you built relationship before you started campaigning? So have you built that relationship before campaign? Before you started trying to vie for any position? I tell people, I just moved into a new role as senior HRBP in Wema Bank. And one thing I say to people is, the first thing I want to do as HRBP to the teams I'm supporting is to build trust, nothing else. Because when people trust me, when life is lifing, I'm the one they will first call before they tell their line manager. It is me they will come and talk to. And I'm getting them little by little. So trust, and I can go on and on and on. But your question was very important. I raised my hand to say I needed to speak. I don't want you to take it personal. Please make your peace with the fact that you will win some and you will lose some. You can't win every battle. But let it be on record that you fought. Let it be on record that you did your best, if you get what I mean. But don't be discouraged because they didn't pick you. It's their loss. So again, you have 1 year. In the next 1 year, go and build those relationships. But that stable of men, that men mount, go and meet them where they are mounting and be having those conversations with them. Not for anything wrong, of course, for all the right reasons. So go and build those relationships before you campaign. Go and get to know the guys. Why are they saying? You tell them what? Why are you saying I cannot? Why? Is it not a woman that gave birth to you people? People should not do like that. So you have sisters at home. Go and build those relationships before you campaign. Aisha, and I want you to come back. If you're in the community on WhatsApp, you come back and give us feedback. So go and build those relationships first. Go and be pressing. Go and be. How would I say it? Go and enter them. Let them like you for who you are and be authentic. You're not doing it because you have an agenda. You are doing it because that's the right thing to do. Because when they like you, by the time you start campaigning, who would they vote for? They already like you. So go and work on that. And for me, I've said it on the call to the core team, and I've said, see, I've already found my voice. I lose there, because at the party, stage law. Like I was telling the team yesterday evening when we were catching up. I said, see, we were talking about Riyadh the other day, Saudi Arabia. Some people wrote to you, they wrote to me. We were both contemplating, should we go to Saudi? Back on Riwa, back on Post. We just say, too many things on the plate. We're not going to Saudi. What am I saying? Opportunities will come. And that one is, I don't have any doubt. There's nothing I want to add. Nothing. When she talked about doing taking those baby steps, it may look as if it's not adding up, but you never know who is looking. You never know. So she has said so much to us. For me, it's beyond just planning webinars and just ticking a box. We have a calendar, we have an agenda of things we want to do within the community. But I'm just hoping that it's not just that we are ticking boxes. I'm hoping that we are taking these learnings and I start to see the women in the community shine bright. The sky is too big. One thing I also will mention before I drop off. Oida used to be my colleague when I was in Australia. I was head of recruitment, she was the head of HR. So if both of us, and we've had our moments too, we have had our disagreements as friends. You saw that I'm co-convener for African Playability Summit. That is something that Oida and I run. Now, I'm saying this to say women, because we are the ones that used to problem ourselves. So if me and Oida were enemies in the workplace, we will not be here. I hope you know. And yes, you will come across women that are full of shit. Permit my French. Please. And it's not every friendship that will work. I'm not going to lie to us. The ones that work, let's take them. The ones that are not working, let's take them. Let's know it for what it is as well. That this friendship, I've tried all I can. This friendship did not work. Make your peace with it. The one that worked, use it. But know that people always make things happen. I know the things that I've done because I know Inda. I know the value I've gotten out of the friendship. It's been what? I met Inda 2019. So go and build relationships. And don't let's go about saying, women. You call. I tell people, when people say, female bosses are bad, I'm like, I don't agree. I am a female boss. I've led different people in different organizations over the years. And many of them have become family friends to me. They have become like my sisters. So I'm not a bad female boss. At least I'm part of the evidence that you can be a female boss and you can open the world up for other people to also benefit. So I hope that all of us in our corners, that will be our priority too. Going to change that notion, going to change that narrative. I am not a bad boss. I'm a woman who brings value to other women. I don't see any reason to compete. One thing Ada did not tell you people is that she's a global talent. I don't know if you want to shed light on that, but yeah, she's a global talent. Let me stop here. If you leave me, Busara, you won't go for your wedding, no. But thank you everybody for joining. And I hope that
the
you
rest
guys
is
will
going
watch
to
our
finish. Please.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Jam. Thanks for engaging us. Be authentic, build trust. Aisha, are you there? Everybody.
Aisha is here.
And then don't let us forget baby steps. Thank you, Dr. Jam, for that. Just like this, I know that Soro is Dr. Jam. You are looking for Soro. Her voice is so loud that nothing can even make the voice low again. Thank you, Dr. Jam. We appreciate that. So thank you, everyone. Any more questions? Do you have other questions coming up? Let me check the chat box. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you. Janet, go ahead, please. Thank you, Janet, for joining. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Busola actually joined because of you. I actually didn't know
Thank you. I know, right? Thanks
kind
for
of platform.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that I know Dr. Jam, but she doesn't know me that well. Thank you so much for this session. I just want to ask how to join the WhatsApp platform. Can you hear me?
Busala, are you there?
I hear you. Busala, can you hear her? She wants to know how.
Okay,
We
I think they dropped.
We will drop the link.
Okay, they dropped the community link on the chat. So
All
please
right,
just
thank you
check,
very much.
yes, so
Thank
that
you.
you can join the community.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Janet. Please join the community from the chat. Apologies, I had to take water, so I was a bit slow on that. So as we wrap up, where's Winifred? Please put up our slides for our affirmations. We are way beyond the time we planned. We were supposed to end at 1:45 so that we don't keep people here for too long. Thanks to everyone again for joining.
Busola, sorry. I wanted to add that people should be on the lookout for many more webinars from us. And more importantly, physical engagement, where we bring women together and they will learn more about the community and all the benefits that they stand to gain. I have a target or a mandate. We launched in May of this year, and I've said by our first anniversary, I want us to have brought women out of their shell, giving them the opportunity to speak on multiple platforms, locally and internationally. And my target hasn't changed. So yes, everything we need to equip ourselves to make sure that we can take up space, not just, like Oila said, with value. So that when people come across us, they know that yes, the content is there. So that for me is my mandate. So as many people that are standing on this mandate with me, they will let us go. Yes, over to you, Busala.
Thank you, Dr. John, once again. On whose mandate are you standing? It is left to you.
I don't know if it's
On Dr.
Bala
John mandate,
Tinubu.
me, I am standing. So thank you, Dr. Jam. Well, we are with you. It's a dream that we'll achieve, and then this is a step for us. And I'm sure that with the many more webinars to come, the physical engagement and home, we'll find more valuable people come on board, and we'll all appreciate why this platform was created in the first place. So we'll go to, is the slide up now? As we close again, I appreciate all the participants. Our speaker, thank you so much, Yoinda. I know that you've really had a long week, but we appreciate the commitment to this, and also the convener, Dr. Jam. We can't thank you enough. This opportunity, not many people have it. Imagine what you said. You were a colleague with Yoinda, and that's what we all should understand. There are some bridges that we will not build at all, but the ones that we are able to build, let's ensure that they are good ones that we can fall back on and also leverage on, because it's not going to be a pesky relationship. It should be mutually beneficial to all. Think about that. Whatever you're doing, make sure you're as you want to gain from someone, the person can also gain from you. We should have impact, value, and whatever expands our space, so that we can see ourselves on platform that we had thought that we will never be. So the ball is in our court. Let's take charge of this environment and the platform that has been created by a great woman, Dr. Jam. Thank you once again. So please display our slide. Winifred, are you there? We have community affirmations, and what we have realized is that affirmations are good, when you own these affirmations, when you believe in them. Dr. Jam shares daily affirmations, and once I see that post, and it somehow always resonates with me on a daily basis. Some I'm able to repost, some I'm unable to repost, but I have it stopped there, that these are things. There's a particular one that comes to me every time, and I think about it every time. For every good that comes to you, you deserve it. So don't ever second guess why something is happening to you, because at some point you have prayed about it. So when it starts coming to you, it means that this is the time you deserve it and it's coming. So appreciate and live in the moment and enjoy it. We also have our feedback form in the chat room. Please, before you exit, I can see some, it could be network. Some people are going in and out of the meeting room. Please can I pick the feedback form. Let's fill it so that we know how to improve on subsequent webinars. Also, our community group, as we said earlier, is in the chat box. Let's click and join the community as soon as possible so that we don't lose out on other opportunities and other webinars that would come. Can we have our affirmation up now? If I confirm you can hear me, please.
I'm not sure if the person is here. Do you have it? Maybe you can share if you have it.
I will try to share.
I'm a great from Kim. Anybody else who can help?
Kim, if you're able to share, please share. Oh no, yeah, I think Kim is unable to share the document. Yeah, I'm trying to share from my hand.
We can also drop it in the community and then quickly read through so that we don't just keep ourselves waiting. I imagine that everybody is on the WhatsApp group. So if you could just drop the image on WhatsApp, Busola, then you can just read so that we can round up. It's almost 2 o'clock. So that you don't miss party rice.
I already had one plate here. Is my screen sharing? I don't think so, because I have a problem with this now. So let me just go drop. Winifred, are you back? Can you share?
Yes, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I lost them.
Share the affirmation screen.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, I'll do that right away. All right.
So what we did is that we try to, in line with the theme, we try to segment the affirmations as it applies to the theme, the voice, visibility, and value. So we'll read that in that order. Thank you. Are we ready to go? So everybody should unmute. Let's read that go. Or maybe I read first and others follow. How will it? I want it to really be uniform.
Let's all just read it together so that it's not clumsy.
Yeah.
All right then.
Okay.
So we read together then.
Mm.
Shall we
Let us
begin?
go. Yes.
She finds her voice affirmation. Shall we? 1, 2, go. My voice.
Voice matters and deserves to be heard. I am enough just as I am. I speak with confidence, clarity, and purpose. I trust myself and my journey. Every step I take is a step towards becoming who I once created to be. I release fear and welcome courage. I honor my past, but I'm not defined by it. I choose to rise above doubt and shine brightly. I give myself permission to dream and go after it.
Glory and power
So you want to come?
abstract into the light and free.
My story has power and it inspires
To
others.
find
I attract opportunities that align with my purpose. I'm free to redefine myself at any point in life. I radiate
strength.
strength, beauty, and grace. I deserve to take up space and make an impact. I celebrate my uniqueness and work boldly in it. I'm growing, healing, and evolving every day. I set boundaries with love and stand firm in them. I choose to use my voice to uplift and empower. I'm surrounded by love, support, and sisterhood. I'm a woman of purpose,
Purpose,
power.
and thanks. And on that note, we say thank you to everyone.
Thank you.
It's been
Thank
a wonderful
you.
session.
Thank you, Madam
Thank
Ida
you,
Mola. Thank you, Jam.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Madam
Madam
Damola.
Sola. Thank
Our
you.
feedback
Thank you to
form.
the team.
Thank
you so
you.
much,
We will
everyone, for
do.
participating. Thank you.
Please connect with us. We're on Instagram
We will connect.
and our community. Please, thank you.
All right.
Please ensure to fill the feedback form. Thank you very much.
We're
All
done.
right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Bye, Aisha. We hope to hear from you very soon. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye.
Bye.